So let's see if we can go down this list here. The shit had a grievance. He says, hey, he wants to get back up that guy's asshole. So, he said the guy shit him out, plopped him out on the street like that. He should have been in the toilet. He said, hey, he had a case because, he'd been plopped on the street there. It made him dry out. He could have stayed moist and warm in the guy's asshole, but he didn't because the guy didn't put him in the proper place. He said, hey, you know what? If I had been flushed down the toilet, there's nothing I could do about it. He conceded that right away. The piece of shit conceded it. He said, hey, yeah, you're right. If I had been flushed down the toilet, I can't say nothing about it. Yeah, but that's not what happened. He said, hey, this guy plopped me out on the street. That's just a fact. That's the fact of the case. You can't deny it because I'm here on the street. He said, look, I'm here on the street. I'm caged in. He says, I'm caged in on the street. You can't prove that. You can't say that I wasn't here. They said, well, there might be some problems with the, they said some of the feces might have been handled a couple of times by some well-meaning individuals, but nonetheless, the shit was being handled. They said there could be a problem with the evidentiary chain of ownership there. That's what they said. So, but then as the proceedings went on, there came up a new case because there was a countersuit filed by the next shit. So the next shit in the guy's asshole says, hey, no way, you can't. He says, look, what you're proposing right now, what this piece of shit's trying to propose right now is contradictory to my old rights as a piece of shit up in someone's asshole. He said, look, I'm up in this asshole. I have rights. He said, if I wasn't in the asshole, I would have certain rights. But now that I'm in there, he says, hey, because I'm up, look. He says, hey, because I have certain rights when I'm in the asshole. I have certain rights. And he says, look, you can't, what you're proposing takes away my rights as a piece of shit in the guy's asshole. He says he inherits these rights. Like they pass down. And he inherited them. And, he's going to use them, he says. He says he can't have a new piece of shit shoved up there. He said it would upset the balance of his own body when he gets out, when he gets plopped out. He said, God forbid, if he was put on the street, he wouldn't like it, but he's hoping he's going to get a toilet. He says the odds are pretty good. But he said there's no way he's going to accept an old piece of shit being shoved back up there. He said his own rights. Now then, next thing you know, contents of the stomach are talking. They got their own claims. They say, hey, look. This is going to affect us. He starts shoving shit back up in there. They say, hey, look, he starts shoving shit back up. It's going to start affecting us up here. Yeah. Next thing you know, you got lettuce out there. You got tomatoes. You got pretty much every ingredient from a hamburger out there is saying, hey, every hamburger ingredient in the world is making a claim saying, hey, look, we could end up in this shit. That could affect us. You start running shit back up through this guy. They said, hey, that affects everybody. It affects the whole chain. So they filed a class action. And then they filed a class action together against the claim of the shit, of the original shit. Well, it wasn't enough. So they got the seeds. They took the seeds of all the plants. And they got the eggs. And they said, hey, if you start shoving shit back up in there like that, you're going to affect the whole chain. We're part of it. You have to affect us. We can't. That's going to affect us too. Yeah. So, yeah. The piece of shit got evicted out of that asshole. He said, hey, that's an eviction. He said, hey, look, this amounts to an eviction here. I was evicted illegally. I wasn't given any warning. Wake up one morning. Next thing you know, I'm out on the street. The guy throws me out on the street. He didn't even let me know about it. He didn't even give me any notification. Yeah. Imagine that. He never even gave me notification. So, usually, there's a standard procedure. You're supposed to get notification when something like that happens. It's a normal procedure. But this guy, I don't know what he ate. I don't know what else happened. Yeah, I think some people think he might have been drinking. That's why that happened. But, we don't know. No one knows. But, in the end, he got evicted from the guy's asshole. And then the judge threw out his case. Same thing. Same result. But, he's got protected status. So, he's still out there. Yeah. All right. Well, I got to get out of here. Oh, yeah, I'll talk to you later. All right.